And hello YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of the Zone TV Movie Entertainment with me, your host Jonathan, once again bringing you my thoughts and movie review for the brand new Sylvester Stallone film, The Expendables 4. Now, The Expendables 4 does star Sylvester Stallone, Jason Statham, Randy Couture, Megan Fox, and a whole bunch of other people. Okay. So let's talk about the Expendables because, I remember when the first Expendables came out, I thought it was like, oh, wow, this is incredible. Seeing, these iconic 80s action heroes teaming up, kind of like, assembling like the, kind of like the Avengers before the Avengers. And it was so cool seeing Arnold Schwarzenegger, Bruce Willis, Rambo himself teaming up, being badasses and just being awesome and going on these ridiculously cool, crazy missions and just killing fools and being badasses while they're doing it. Move forward a couple of decades later, and now we're at the point where the Expendables are just what's left of them, in a way. This movie does not obviously have Bruce Willis in it. Unfortunately, he cannot act anymore. Arnold Schwarzenegger, the same reason, he cannot act anymore at this point. But, we do get Sylvester Stallone and everybody else. Of course, we get some new faces, including Megan Fox, which is kind of cool to see Megan Fox do some movies again, because, she's not the greatest actor in the world, but she's fun to watch. So, in this movie, we have the Expendables. They literally have to go on a mission to stop a bunch of terrorists who want to take a bunch of nuclear codes and a bunch of nuke bombs and sell it to the black market and pretty much cause World War III. Expendables literally got to go in there to pretty much stop it. Something happens in this mission that kind of gets the team to not trust Jason Statham anymore. I won't tell you what it is, but they decided to kick him out of the team, and he decides to pretty much go on his own to try to stop the bad guys from causing havoc and destruction. We get a new leader as well. We get to see Megan Fox take charge in here. Yes, a woman taking charge of the Expendables, which I thought was pretty cool. And honestly, I'm going to be completely honest about this film. I thought it was just okay. It's not like the other three. I think the other three were way better. I feel like Sylvester Stallone I don't know if he wrote this film or he came up with the idea. I think he's a producer in this. I'm not really sure. But anyway, I knew he had this idea. He created the Expendables movies. I knew either he rushed it or he just thought about it in one day and he thought it was a good idea to do this new film. And he knew Arnold Schwarzenegger and Bruce Willis won't be able to come back, and I don't know why they didn't bring back Terry Crews, but he was able to get Randy Couture, obviously Statham. They got Megan Fox, so he's like, yeah, let's make a little movie and let's see what we could do with it. I feel like they rushed it to the point where the CG in this movie was not good. The fight choreography didn't feel like the first three films. The third film was, as ridiculous as it was still a pretty good, solid little film, especially having a very good bad guy. I felt like the bad guy here was just, mustache twirling kind of a guy. He wasn't really anybody big. He was just there, and, they kind of took him out easily, so there's that. I don't want to spoil so much about it, but honestly, does anybody really care? I think the best parts about this film, and they didn't even do that much together, was Megan Fox and Statham. Okay, look, if you see my review for Fast X, and I've already told you this, and I also did my review for him in the Meg, Jason Statham's now become the new Dominic Toretto. Like, literally. He's been doing things in his own movies where he's the big action hero. He can do hand-to-hand combat with anybody. He can just take out a whole army by himself, and he's good. That's exactly what he does in this film, because honestly, he gets kicked out of the Expendables, and that's not much of a spoiler. Something happens to why he got kicked out, but I'm not going to explain why. He decides to take on the bad guys himself, and he almost pretty much destroys them literally all by himself. So there was really no point of having the Expendables in this movie due to the fact that none of them, they all kicked butt. Sure, it was great to see that, but was it really necessary? Literally, Statham went into the bad guys, hideout and took matters in his own hand, and he pretty much nearly single-handedly did it himself. So there's that. Like, I really thought his chemistry with Megan Fox was really good, so I would not mind seeing them in a real movie with real dialogue, because the dialogue in here was kind of cheesy and kind of, cringy. But seeing Megan Fox is cool. I really like her. I don't think she's the best actor in the world, but she's really good for what she's given. So I'm like, all right. And plus, she has improved for what she was given back in Transformer Land. So besides looking like really good, I mean, the woman looks incredible now. But I mean, her acting skills are still, But like, if you put her in the hands of a good director and maybe team up her with Statham again and something else, I think she'll do a pretty good job. Her action scenes were pretty cool, even though it was really, really small, but I gotta give it her for that. Other than that, the rest of this movie, honestly, I mean, you can just tell from just watching the film, like, all these actors are just there to just get paychecks. I mean, at this point, I think Statham doesn't really give a damn about making big blockbuster movies anymore. I think he just goes in there, gets a paycheck, hits the road and just bounces, and he goes home to his wife and kids. Oh yeah, I made $5 million. Whatever, I got paid. That's exactly what he's probably thinking. He does not care. Sylvester Stallone, probably the same thing. He's probably a little bummed out, but I think this movie bombed. But he probably doesn't care anymore either. And I really wish the original cast was back. Arnold, Bruce Willis. I really wish those guys were there. I feel like they were like the DNA that really made this franchise a whole, and I think it really worked. Sure, you could change the team up a little bit. Have new people. Chuck Norris was a good addition to it. When Jet Li was there, that was awesome. I wish that we would have got like a Jackie Chan or something, or maybe even a John Cena in here. Yes, I said John Cena because I feel like John Cena will fit in the Expendables universe, so go figure. More than The Rock, please. If we get a 5, don't put The Rock in here, please. That's a little too much, but I doubt we'll get a 5th one, but you never know. I mean, they make these movies buck cheap, and I mean, it didn't do good at all at the box office, but what can you do? But like I said, it was just an okay film. It's not exactly the best. I prefer the other 3 way better than this one, literally. I mean, like I said before, CGI was yikes. The dialogue was like, okay, they just ad-lib and everything probably, so they can just get in, get out, and get paid. And yeah, it just, they also try to drag it too much, because the mission felt like it was one mission. They went in, they failed the first time, and then the second mission, it's already complete. So it was like, what was the point of doing all this, and this to get to that main mission just so they can win? What was the point of that? But whatever. Other than that, I won't watch it again until I guess it comes out on digital or something. But I mean, I'll add it to my collection just because this is to add it to the collection. But like I said, I really wouldn't care. Like I said, the other ones are way better. I mean, the bad guy, the actor who plays the bad guy, is a good actor. Obviously, I just can't remember the actor's name, and I apologize. But his dialogue was just like, really? You're giving him mustache twirling kind of a villain? So, like those guys who have the lasers, who destroys the nuclear war zone or something, in those, cheesy 90s movies kind of villain. And he didn't even work. So, what can you do? And his so-called badass henchman, yeah, he was cool, but for 5 minutes, and then, okay, that was fun. But, yeah, go figure. So, like I said, Expendables 4 was just okay. It's not exactly Shakespeare. But, hopefully this is the end of the Expendables movies. And, maybe Sylvester Stallone should go back and do some Creed or do a Rocky or something before it gets too old. Or retire officially. But, we'll see what happens. So leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys thought. And which is your favorite Expendables movie? You like the first one, second, third, fourth? Leave a comment below. Let me know. And stay tuned for more. Thank you very much. And have a good night.